Okay, we're going to take things into AI mode now. And we're going to be talking all around the difference between like how you use AI and actually what it means and what agentic commerce means as well. Hi. So really excited for this one. We've got Shopify and we've got Rainy City. Do you both want to give us a quick introduction on who you are and what you do?
Hi everyone, I'm a customer success manager at Shopify. So my role involves helping brands navigate the Shopify ecosystem, but also helping them with key e-commerce topics. So anything from internationalization to conversion rate optimization to retention and of course AI.
Hi everyone, I'm head of development at Rainy City. So we are a design development CRO, literally 360 Shopify agency. I deal with all things technical.
And it gets really technical, doesn't it? Tay, how is AI actually changing the way that we build and optimize sites for clients and brands?
So in terms of development, we have implemented AI at all stages. From the very initial conversation in terms of requirement that we have with our brands, to development, to QA, to the deployment, all of these funnels, we're trying to maximize the use of AI, but not let it run astray. So what this gives us, it gives us faster deployments, it gives us lower turnaround time, and it also gives brands an opportunity to leverage more in less time. So when we were testing a feature pre-AI, there's literally not much that can happen in 8 hours. But now, since the development time have reduced, the thinking part have improved. So the technology barrier is reduced with the leverage of making more strategic decisions on what to build, where to build, and ship faster.
And Hannah, we probably should have started with this one first, but obviously Shopify is quite big on agentic commerce and what that kind of means. But in simple terms, what does that actually mean for your merchants?
So I think there's kind of two sides. So I think agentic obviously means that the AI is doing it for you. So from a consumer perspective, it's the idea that one day like a AI can go and shop for you. So from a brand, those conversations, those transactions are happening like elsewhere and kind of not controlled by humans. From a platform perspective, it means that you can essentially control your day-to-day operations using AI. So yes, we are very vocal about it. We have been very hot on AI and integrating it into the admin. Hopefully a lot of you use the platform and use a lot of the tooling that we have. But yeah, just taking it up and not having a human doing every single element. So as you guys at Rainy City are doing as well, just making sure that there's less time doing manual work that can be done through AI now.
And what else is Shopify building now that's going to kind of like change how merchants operate their stores in a day-to-day manner?
So I think this kind of one major feature that we released recently is it's not really a feature actually, but it's like a toolkit. I don't know if any of you have seen that we released something called our AI toolkit. So this is a way that if you use Claude Code or if you use VS Code or another platform like that, you can essentially tap into your admin, not using your admin. So you can get Claude to do things on your behalf in the admin. And I think that's, for me, just personally, a real like idea and a step to where we're going. You don't have to log into the admin to do all these things anymore. There's actually agents that will go through and do them through external platforms. And obviously then these external platforms can be tapped into your other systems if Shopify is just like one part. So yeah, I think it's interesting to see that we're moving away from maybe one day the admin in total. That's not an official line, but that's just kind of where we seem to be going with the toolkit.
And Tay, like, what are brands asking for right now when it comes to AI, and how much of that is realistic versus hype?
To be honest, it's mostly hype. Like, you see, whenever we're having a conversation about AI and brands, and I say this always, look at the bottleneck. Forget AI even exists. look as a founder, as an e-commerce manager, as a business owner, whatever your role is in the business, look and try to identify what's the biggest bottleneck that you have. It can be something with conversion rate, customer acquisition, or financial reporting, or you don't have visibility on what's actually happening with customers on your stores. Then, after you have found the bottleneck, try to find the tools which can help you. For example, we work with one of our clients who's doing 100 million plus per year. They had a lot of problems with their financial systems, financial reporting systems. So the CEO, really smart, intelligent guy, went to Claude, literally built a complete financial dashboard in 2 weeks. And they were like, okay, we're just not going to pay these like multi-thousand subscriptions that we were paying earlier. So it's actually about identifying what the business needs and then looking for the tools. It isn't where can we implement AI, it's about where AI can help us with the current problems.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not just relying on it for absolutely anything and everything, but like using it to the best.
100%.
Hannah, what are some of like the early signals from merchants who are already adopting agentic tools on Shopify, and what is it doing to their performance?
I think performance was still very early. I wouldn't want to say that like it's definitely not revolutionizing anyone's like growth at the moment. Like I think what we're doing in the US, which hopefully some of you will have seen around our integrations with ChatGPT and Copilot, like that's definitely going to be a game changer early on. But for now, like there's not the numbers there, like just quite yet. I think from an operational point of view, what is really interesting is seeing some brands really lean in from the tooling that we have within the admin point of view. So I touched on that AI toolkit, but we have things like SimGym now, which has been released, which is like an AI generated suggestions on like a page that you might want to test. I think there we're starting to see early signals in the fact that like brands that lean into doing AI are just doing more. So like they're like super scaling their growth and their operations because they've built these systems that allow them not to be slow anymore. They can just kind of supercharge and do a year's worth of work in a week kind of thing.
Do we have anything that either of you think that AI should not be trusted with at the minute?
I would say don't let it make your financial decisions. Let it make reports for you, cross-verify it 100%, because these models, however they get accurate, they still tend to hallucinate a lot. So I would say at least 3 years, cross-verify everything.
Yeah, I would agree, but on like a general sense, like I don't think it should be allowed to do anything without you testing it first. Like, do not just let it run loose. Like, I don't think there's any area that couldn't be improved with AI, but like again, just always having a human there to verify and always having those human elements just in general as well.
And is there any kind of big misconceptions about AI and D2C right now, do you think?
I think this might be controversial and I might be fired next week, but that is out to take everyone's jobs. Like, I think that was a big scare at the beginning. Like, definitely me with Sidekick, like that basically does my job. But like, I actually think what's come around is that humans like interacting with humans still, and that's still going to be a massive part of how we do business, and especially with founders in the room. Like AI is never going to replace a founder, so like I think yes, it can absolutely supercharge what we're doing, but yeah, I think that's a big misconception in general.
Yeah. What do you use Sidekick then to assist you with your connections with your clients?
Yeah, like it's definitely, when it first came out, it was revolutionary in terms of the quick stats that we could understand the merchant's business. Now we have different tools so I don't even need to go into the admins much myself anymore. So yeah, it definitely really helped, and especially if I'm just about to jump on a call with a merchant and I just want to check something quickly, it's so helpful. Where you used to have to pull reports or things like that, but it's just incredible what it's done. And realistically, it's only been two years, or not even that it's been around. So it's amazing the pace that these things are really making an impact.
Yeah. Any other misconceptions, Ty, or no?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, guys. That was really interesting.
Thank you.